Jinger Duggar has been doing her own thing for years now. From the moment that she married Jeremy Vuolo, she made it clear that she would no longer be abiding by the oppressive rules of her ultra-conservative upbringing. It was bold of Jinger to marry a man her parents disapproved of, and it was bold of her to flee small-town Arkansas for the progressive metropolis of Los Angeles. But the most courageous move of all came earlier this year, when Jinger released a memoir that she knew would infuriate her easily offended parents. Jinger says she's spoken to her parents since the book was released. So we guess Jim, Bob, and Michelle have handled the criticism better than we expected. The Duggars have been known to disown Jinger and cut off contact when she displeases them. But the 29-year-old isn't sugarcoating the situation. She's made it clear that her folks are not happy with her literary debut. Fortunately, Jinger isn't trying to make up for displeasing her parents by readopting the ridiculous rules with which she was raised. In fact, as evidenced by the photo above, she's less concerned than ever with the rules of the infamous Duggar dress code. Growing up, Jinger was forced to dress in long skirts at all times, but she began wearing pants when she married Jeremy back in 2016. And these days, she's taking things a step further by fully embracing the style of her adopted hometown of Leh. There was a time when the idea of a Duggar woman wearing short athletic shorts and a pair of Nike Air Jordans in public would have been unfathomable. But Jinger has boldly struck out on her own, and her courage has served as an inspiration to her sisters, several of whom have also started ignoring the dress code with which they were raised. At first, Jim, Bob, and Michelle were not receptive to these changes, and there was a time when it looked as though they might permanently sever ties with Jinger. But the rebellious daughter persevered, and in time, her parents accepted that her desire for independence was no mere phase. "We've had lots of conversations about our differences," Jinger said of her parents during a recent interview with Fox News via The Sun. "Some receive it better than others for sure, but at the end of the day, I know they just want what's best for me." Even though my parents are still in IBLP, she revealed. Jinger said she would hope Jim, Bob, and Michelle have read her book, and that they were open to the criticism therein. But since they haven't talked to her about it yet, we think it's safe to say that they have yet to check it out. It must be best for them to leave that one unread.